Hello crafty people, it's Sharon here. Thanks for coming back to visit my channel, and I thought today we would do a little bit of alcohol pen colouring, and what we're aiming for today is to look at some little furry creatures. So although this is kind of an Easter image, we are going to, in little segments, focus on colouring little bits of it because they're all good techniques that you can use for any of your colouring. So I hope you'll join me over the next few videos to do that. So as I mentioned, today we're going to focus on colouring some little cute furry mice. So if I bring you up closer, you can have a little look at them. There they are. And these are coloured with alcohol pens and a few pencils. So let's go ahead with that. First of all, I should mention that if you like this image, it came from Lily of the Valley, and you can find them on Etsy and download a digital image just like this one. I have printed another one just the same, and I've printed mine onto Nina card, but basically you want a smooth white or cream uncoated cardstock. My Nina came from Crafts Companion, but I don't think they do it anymore. Another good one would be Pink Frog Crafts, or you can find packets of Nina on Amazon. I haven't bought any yet because I've still got quite a lot of stock left of this one, but I will be trying that eventually. So let's go ahead and start colouring our mice today, and I think you'll find that this is going to be very simple compared to what you might expect. So let's have a little zoom in. There we are, and focus on this little guy here, and then we can begin and you can see what I'm talking about. So I am using Ohuhu pens today. My set is the Ohuhu 216 colour set, which has a brush nib and a wedge nib on each side, and I'm using the brush nibs. I find those easier. So let's begin. So starting with the mouse, I am going to use two colours, and these are E210 and E240. Now the lightest of those is E210, so I'm going to start with that one, and what I'm actually going to do is just put a coating all over his face. I'm just going out into those furry areas a bit, and because I've printed this, and this is a pale sort of colour, I am kind of trying not to go over those printed lines too much. I printed this a while ago, but you can still get a little bit of colour run if you are using a light colour, so that's just something to be aware of. Apparently there are some printers that have pigment ink in them, but I'm not quite in the market for those yet, so you know, I want to run down the printer that I've got, so I'm going to carry on with this one. There we go. So that's my first colour down, and then I'm going to go with my darker colour, which is E240, and I'm going to add in some darker areas of shade, and I'm avoiding the middle of the ears. I'll come back to that shortly, but what I'm doing is just adding not straight lines, but just some sort of scribbly areas where I think the darker areas will be, and I don't need to be too precious about this. I'm just laying it down. The whole point of this this set of lessons, if you like, is we're going sort of sketchy. We're not getting too much into the detail because these are quite sketchy, whimsical animals, so that gives us the freedom to just play around a bit. So as you can see, I am going back in with that first colour and just going over the edges and bringing it in a little bit more, which will give me another little layer of colour. And if I go over the lines, I'm not worrying too much about that, to be fair. Now let's have a focus on the pinky bits, which will be his hand, his feet, and I've actually missed a bit there of his leg, so I'm just going to go in with my darker colour because that's in the shadow. There we are. And the inside of his ears. So I have got two colours for that. I have got R080 and RE470. I'll get it right eventually. Now, with my R080, which is my paler colour, I'm going to just put a layer in on his nose, his hands. I'm not doing that little bit there because that's actually the sleeve of his jacket. His feet. And if you like, you can add some pink to his tail. And then I'm also, where we started the inner ears here, I'm going into that with this pink. What that does, rather than being sort of overtly pink, it does give a sort of pinky tinge. So a pinky brown tinge, which is just what we want. And then very simply, I'm going to take my darker colour, which is E470, and just put a little bit of shade in there, just to give some contrast on his hands and feet. And you can blend that if you want to, or you can just totally leave it. It's really up to you. Now this, we have our little mouse here. He's looking quite nice, and you could leave him like that if you want to. But this is where the sort of furry magic is going to happen. So for that, I've selected a couple of brown pencils. Now mine are, in this case, Prismacolor pencils. But you can use any pencil. You don't need a posh pencil for this because we are just blending. So you could use Staedtler, or I've used the Halara pencils, which are the Ohuhu pencil range. Doesn't have to be a posh pencil. But what it does need to be is have a sharp point. So first of all, I'm going to start with my lighter colour brown, and that is PC941. And what I'm going to do is just starting from the outside, just start adding little flicks. I'm hoping you can see this. And I'm not being particular about it. I am going roughly from the outside to the middle of his face. But other than that, I'm just letting some be longer, some be shorter. I'm going deliberately fast so that I can't be too careful with it, if that makes sense. So I'm just bringing it in. And as I get to the middle, I'll gradually do less. And I can add some on his ears, where the furry bits are. And then as we come down to his feet and the base of him, I'm going to put some in there, put some on his tail. So that's the first layer. And you can start to see some texture. Now I'm going to go with the darker colour. So in this case, if you're following exactly, it's PC1095. Do the same thing, but not coming in as far. So these ones are more in the shadowy area. We're creating a kind of shadow. I will bring it into the middle, but just not as much. And do the same on the other areas. And then we might come back and decide we just need a bit more of the paler one. So let's give that a little go. And what we can also do is bring in actually, I'm just going to go to the edge here because I didn't quite get to the edge. There we are. We can bring in a dark grey as well to add further shadow. So that's PC1099. And it's a softer grey, and this time I'm just going to lightly colour in little circles in the very darkest areas where the shade would be the most. So underneath his jacket here would be a good place, and because these pencils are translucent, the colour that's underneath will still show through, which is nice. And you can add a few little little swipes with your pencil if you want to add a bit more fur. And there we have it. Now the magic really happens when we add in a little bit of a white pen, because what we're going to do is add some highlights, and that just seems to give it a little bit of life. So I'm just testing my pen on a separate piece of card to get it flowing. And again, I'm going to do the same process. So I'm just going to put some flicks, but not too many this time. Just here and there. Doesn't matter if they're in the light or the shade. and they just bring a little bit of life onto him. There we go. And there we've got a very quick furry little face and body for our little mouse. Next thing to do is to start to colour some clothes, and for that one, this one I've got a little red jacket. So I'm going to use R160 and R7, and even though I've printed this quite large, the actual jacket is not that big of an area. If you look at my finger, there we go. So we don't need to get too intense about this, but what I am going to do is just put that first colour down all over, just to get things started. And then I'm going to come in with my darker colour, which is R7, and I'm going to add the shadow. Now I find with red, if you look at your chart, you might pick a couple and think, oh yeah, there's quite a lot of contrast there, but when you come to put them down, it doesn't work. There's no contrast. So I've gone for a really deep red here, and as you can see, I'm just flicking it in from the side, so we don't have an absolute edge to it. But in the darkest areas, like under his chin and everything, I'm just letting it fill the area. And I'm probably going to just go right down here as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to come back with my pale red briefly. And I'm going to flick from the edges, but not go necessarily all the way into the middle. And what that does, it gives me a nice sketchy sort of appearance to my little jumper, and that will continue to just work its way. And again, my little trick, I'm going to just let that dry for a moment, but I'm going to bring in a charcoal pencil. So the pencil sets often have a white pencil, but I find they don't work quite as well as a charcoal pencil, which will sit on the top of whatever you're colouring, but it's more subtle than using a white pen. That's why I kind of like it. So I'm going to bring in my charcoal pencil. Again, my one I bought on Amazon. I think they were a pack of 3. They're not too expensive. And I'm going to just scribble some light in the middle there, and then rub it with my finger. And what will happen is that just gives a very subtle lightening to our jacket. So there we have our mouse. I'm just going to pop over to the other side now and have a look at this guy, because he has got his middle showing. So I thought we'll just quickly do the rest of the middle of him, so that you can get an idea of how to deal with the fur when it goes a different way. So we're going to go back to the original pens. So E210, let's put that in there. And E240, I am going to just dot along the edges, which is like the shadowy area, paying more attention up the top. And I'm also just going to bring it down the bottom, because his belly sort of is rotund, so it's going to curve away from us. And if you want to soften that more, you can put some little dots in there. And then I'm going to go back with my pale pen as well. There we are. And then we're going to adopt the same process with our pencils. So starting with the lighter brown, I'm going to, this time again, flick in the direction of the hair. So his hair's going down from his neck down his belly this time. So I'm just going to put some of those in there like that, leaving the middle a little bit clear if I can, and then come in with my darker pencil, and doing the same thing, but not going quite so far. And finally I can go with my grey, just add in a little bit of extra shade on the side. When I do this, I'm doing it ever so lightly. It's just giving that very little subtle effect of shade. And of course I can use my white charcoal pencil in the middle there to give his belly a little bit of a shine in the middle if I want to. There we go. So there we have the beginning of our picture with our mice. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my mice now, and then I'll come back in a separate video and we will tackle some of this greenery. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.